Here we go.
I'm good right here.
That's not this type of show. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. Happy Wednesday. Happy 82nd day of 80 inches of snow. I'm Jace, and right over there to the 4 people sitting in the audience, 2 of them are crew members. Please say hello to Shane Wells, everybody. Hello, Shane.
Oh, yes. Hello, everyone. Thank you.
Hi, sweetie.
Hi.
How you doing? It's
a little hard to be positive at the moment, but I'm doing my best.
And you know, I said this, that I promised myself I would not complain about the weather, because here's the reality. We had a decent November. Think about it. You know, we had a good November. December was pretty good, right? I'm thinking, right? There wasn't a lot in December.
It was all pretty easy up until recently.
Yeah, and then January, I mean, January is horrible anyway, but I mean, it was better this year. So you know what? A month of bad, that's fine. I'll take it.
But it's extreme bad. We had like the coldest temperature ever, and we had like the snowiest month ever, unofficially, from Keith Marler.
Yeah, because we were number 3, and now it might be.
He said we already did it. It's not official until noon.
Oh,
but we've done it.
But Keith made it official, kind of, sort of?
Do we have fireworks or anything?
I know. No, I don't think we want fireworks. So we thought it would be fun. Our executive producer, Jeff, put on his snow boots and his parka, and he went outside with a Jason Show mug, and we did a little time-lapse video. What time did this start, Jeff? 8 a.m.? About 8 a.m. to see how much snow and how many Fox 9 employees would pass the camera. But we wanted to see how much snow went into the cup. The scientific, we got about halfway full from 8 to 10 a.m. So,
not our best experiment.
No, but I mean, you know, we didn't want to throw boiling water up into the air like they do, because knowing me, I would burn myself, and we didn't want. Plus, it's not that cold outside, so please be careful. That's why we don't have an audience today. Our guests, thank them. I'm grateful they came, but please be careful on the roads. Our boss, Marion Mim Davey, who's been my boss since I was like 4, she drove in and she said she was driving in areas of the road.
It's pick your own lane.
Yeah, she said she's pretty positive she was driving in grass at some point. I mean, it's bad. So please be careful. And when the weather does get good again, please come back and see us. You can get tickets on our Facebook page. Just search for Jason Show TV. Click tickets. You're in by 9:30 and you're out by 11:15. So we'll see you very soon. But right now, let's get started with the hot dish. Here we go. Smattering of clapping. I love it. Yeah. First up, Lady Gaga could be in for a big weekend at the Oscars, but right now she's dealing with bigger issues, personal issues. People magazine says she and fiance, or as fiance, as my Uncle Ed used to say, fiance, Christian, are calling it quits. 2 got together back in 2017, just 2 months after she called off her engagement to actor Tyler Kinney, which I actually thought those 2 would be together forever.
I love him.
And there's still a chance. I'm hoping they're going to get back together. Now, at the time, Christian was, and apparently still is, her agent. Fans have been speculating about the couple's demise since she showed up to the Grammys without him and without her engagement ring. He is 20 years older than her. So, but I mean, the age thing, whatever. Shamil Shalmazel. I mean, it's that I don't think plays a big role, but they never seem like a right fit anyway. Her and Taylor, yes. Her and Bradley Cooper, yes. Those 2, no.
Her and Bradley. I was like, people still want her to be with Bradley, but that's not going to happen. He's married. But yes, Taylor Kinney, that was a catch. Get him back.
He's in that Chicago, one of those. There's 4,000 Chicago shows.
He is. You know what he's great in, though? I don't know which one he's in.
Oh.
The Other Woman, that movie.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's good in that one?
You will fall in love with him.
Our executive producer, Jeff, went like this, which I think
Rain?
means fire.
Oh,
so
that
he's
was
in
fire.
Chicago Fire.
But
wait, okay, so, because there's Chicago Med, there's
Chicago 911 or Police.
No, that's Rescue 911 with William Shatner. Yeah, remember that show, Rescue 911?
Yeah,
Thank you. Yes, Rescue 911. It was on CBS with William Shatner. You don't remember that?
No, I do. Actually, yeah.
So there's Chicago Med, there's Chicago Fire, there's Chicago PD. Is that it? Chicago Vet Clinic.
Yep.
There's
I love that one.
Postal Office. Yeah. They're all done by the same guy, Dick Wolf. He did that and he did all the Law and Orders. All 57 of them. Which SVU's the only one still on, right?
You're asking the wrong
I know,
girl.
I didn't know if that was your
You're
genre.
looking
I
at
think
me.
SVU's the only one that's still on. Next in the dish, George Snuffleupagus is staying at ABC for the next several years. One of the faces of the network just inked a new 4-year huge deal. George, as you guys probably know, co-hosts Good Morning America and moderates the Sunday morning show This Week. The deal, listen to this, George is going to make a cool $15 million a year.
Wow.
Apparently, George staying at ABC wasn't a guarantee. This is what I found juicy. Here's the deal. CBS and CNN both tried to lure George away. Now, according to our friends at Page 6, CBS even offered him the role of CBS Evening News anchor and a spot on 60 Minutes. See, that's what I find juicy, because normally, okay, he signed a good deal, or whatever, anchors do that every day. But that's interesting because Jeff Glor, as you guys know, or may not know, that's part of the problem, you don't know. Jeff Glor hosts is anchor of the CBS Evening News. Ratings are in the turlet. So CBS is desperately trying to figure out what to do. Do they put Nora O'Donnell, my girlfriend, in there? Do they leave Jeff there and just let it, this would have been smart, and I'm shocked that George didn't take this.
Maybe you didn't want to work those hours?
It would have been better hours
work
than
those
what he's
overnight
doing.
hours?
Well, he's doing better. It would be better hours now. He's doing Good Morning America, where he's one of, how many anchors do they have? 80?
Sometimes you want to be part of an ensemble as opposed to having the whole show on your shoulders.
Okay, okay. Look at that. That's a good point of view. But he would have been the face of the network. So I'm just shocked. He would have been the face of CBS. Then he would have been.
Not everyone
60
wants to be
Minutes.
Ryan Seacrest.
That's true. Okay, that's a good point. Look at you. Look at counterpoint.
I know. What is going on?
I'm loving this on this snow day. But anyway, I like George, and I'm glad he's staying at GMA. I just can't watch GMA. It's I love Robin. I love George. But there's just too many anchors. There's 8,000 anchors on that show. There's too many. Next in the dish, Ariana Grande Latte made a surprise appearance on the Late Late Show yesterday with James Corden. I've been saying that for 50 years, and it always gets a laugh. I love that, yeah. It marked a big day for her, and James wanted to celebrate. Look at this.
You are having one of the biggest days in the history of music. I don't know if people know this, but Ariana's album, Thank You Next, is currently the #1 album in the country, and you hold the #1, #2, and #3 spots on the Billboard Hot 100, which is unbelievable. It's incredible.
Thanks.
You should be so thrilled.
I am.
To put this in perspective, the last artist to do this in history
I'm sorry, so crazy.
was a band called the Beatles.
I thought it was a joke. So it's really wild. My mom and I were driving around listening to the Beatles all day, and I'm just like, this is crazy.
That's nice. I like that. James brought out a cake to celebrate the milestone. That's a good, you know what? I can't say this too loud, because if I say it too loud and headquarters finds out, I'm in a lot of trouble. But I have to admit, I don't like the new songs, the 3 new ones. They all sound the same to me. And you know how I don't like a mid-tempo song. I don't know what to do with it. Give me a fast tempo song, either I can dance to it or slow dance to it. This mid-tempo thing, I don't know what to do. Open a can of corn, I don't know what to do with the mid-tempo song.
Yeah, I feel like no matter what she does, it's going to be a hit. She's at that stage right now where it doesn't even have to be like that song that's breaking the mold. Clearly, yeah. But it's weird to me because back in the day, you didn't put out 5 singles at the same exact time. But now they just pump them out like one after the other after the other.
Well, you know why? Because now nobody buys an album anymore.
True.
Rare people don't. It used to be you would release back in the day when you had to go to Sam Goody to get your new CD. Thank you, audience. But they would release a debut track, and then that would entice you to go into Sam Goody, or in Indiana it was called Record Town.
Yeah.
Record Town was next to the Chess King, and the Chess King was next to my favorite place to get jeans, County Seat.
Oh.
The County Seat. Remember County? Did you guys have County Seats here in Minnesota? Yeah. Shane, take Shane's camera. You have no idea. You don't remember County Seat at the mall?
Well, I grew up in Washington. Did we have them there?
Oh, that's right. They didn't have them in Waka Waka, Washington?
No, we didn't have much.
You didn't? You had a general store?
We had well, yeah. I can't remember what it was called. It was like, yeah, it was a general store, basically.
County seat, Shane, let me tell you, anybody of my age or a little younger, County seat was the place to get your jeans.
What brand jeans did they have?
They did their own. It was, yeah, did they have their, they had their own brand, but then they had a little bit of everything. And it was like, I have overalls that I bought there in 1997 when you would wear overalls and you had one unbuttoned. You kept one. You didn't put both of them on.
Like TLC did.
Like TLC. I have those. I still own those. I kept those. Yeah.
Did you wear them in your junkets at all? Those videos we saw the other day?
I should bring it in. But yeah, it was the place to go. Anyway.
You still have your overalls? Did you say you should bring them in?
No, I know Jeff wants me to wear them. I'll wear them in a future
yes.
show. Yeah, that'll get the ratings up. Ariana, by the way, wasn't scheduled to be on the show. She decided to surprise the TNT boys mid-performance. The group is from CBS's talent show, The World's Best, and as you can see, look at the kids. They were shocked. Yeah, I liked her in this interview. Our producer's right. She seemed very real here. I've given her a hard time in the past because she's a little woo-woo. And I'm still wondering, is all that hair real?
No, it's not. And I worry for her poor head.
That must
It's so heavy. It's gotta be heavy.
Yeah. My friends, please go grab a cup of coffee, hot chocolate, whatever you're doing to keep warm today, and stay right there. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Back after this. Coming up, Adam West, Michael Keaton, Christian Bale, Ben Affleck. Who's a hot Hollywood dude rumored to be the next Batman? We'll swoop in with the answer. Then a local couple who we love just scored a series on HGTV, and you know how much we love that network. They're here live to talk about the show and play a little game. And everyone's talking about their incredible burgers and boozy shakes. We go inside the buzzy restaurant, the Copper Cow. All coming up.
And so actually, and like things happen every night, but usually when you're doing a play, you know, like a phone goes off or something happens, you know, like any random thing happens in an audience every night. So many strange things. Yeah. So like opening up a candy that you can hear so loudly to the other night someone was singing in the hallway. They were like warming up their voice and everyone could hear it. And then like
from what? From like just a singer?
At the public theater, there's also Joe's Pub, and there are a lot of other theaters in this theater. So there was a woman who was warming up her voice.
And as you're doing this serious monologue.
Like, la, 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 la. Yeah, it's really serious monologue. But you kind of roll with it because it's a monologue and it feels very present, you know. And like the other day, a woman was coughing really loud, like really, really loudly, and I felt so bad for her in the middle of the piece. And so I just asked her if she was okay in the middle of the monologue.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
I was like, she was like, and I was like, are you okay? And she's like, I'm fine, keep going. And I was like, I ran off stage and I got her water and I gave it to her.
Did you really?
Yeah, I gave her water.
That's
I feel bad for that woman. Oh. There's nothing worse. Jake Gyllenhaal on Fallon last night. Jake is starring in a one-man play in New York City. That happened. There's a version of that. I went back last August for my birthday. We went to New York for like a theater weekend. We saw a couple shows, and there is no worse feeling. Like the theaters here in Minneapolis and St. Paul, they'll let you get up in the middle of the performance to use the restroom. In New York, you cannot. Some theaters will not let you get up. And I remember sitting down at one of the plays, and the minute I sat down and the curtain opened, I was like, oh, I need to use the restroom. And I had to sit there through the entire first act, which is like an hour and a half. Oh. I'm sweating. It's the worst feeling ever. So just public service announcement, if you go to a show in New York, make sure you potty before you go in. That's right, more Dish Free this morning. With Ben Affleck out as Batman, everyone wants to know who the next Batman will be. Now, according to the blog, Revenge of the Fans, which is a self-proclaimed nerd-leaning news blog, I love that, Armie Hammer is in advanced talks for the role of Batman. Now, this new film is going to be called The Batman. Armie actually was set to become Batman for Justice League Mortal, was another movie, back in 2007, but then that whole thing fell apart during the writer's strike. Another name being floated for the movie is Robert Pattinson.
Wait, Edward from Twilight?
Edward, your boy Edward from Twilight.
Okay, you know, I met him at a junket.
Did you?
He could never play Batman.
Why? Tell me more, as they said in Greece.
He's very little, like he was very scrawny, and he he didn't look like he was big into showering. I don't know. I just don't picture him being like that Batman.
You made him look like a little praying mantis.
That's what it felt like. I said,
yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Well, they could beef him up, but yeah, I've heard that about him, that soap is not his friend.
No,
yeah,
I'm not a fan.
It's a basic hygiene thing. Little soap, little water. Now, he's not likely to get the role, according to sources, and the Batman is set to be released in 2021. I don't care who gets it. I love Christian Bale and then Michael Keaton. Those are my two favorites. When I think of Batman, sorry, Adam West, R.I.P., I think of those
How do you feel about Army?
Army I like. I always look at the lips because, with the mask, with the cowl, it's important. That's why I think Michael Keaton got the role because of his lips. He had really good lips. And Christian Bale, too. But, yeah, I think Armie Hammer, he's dark enough. He has, dark sides to his personality. So he could be good. Next in the dish, Miranda Lambert, as you might have heard, got hitched over the weekend to a New York City police officer. But apparently the cop comes with his fair share of drama. Brendan McLaughlin is his name, was reportedly engaged to another woman, y'all, just months before marrying Miranda. But that relationship came to an end when a different woman called up his fiance and said that she was 7 months pregnant with his child.
Oh.
So he has a fresh baby. Brendan and Miranda apparently met 3 days before the fresh baby was born.
Oh,
Sources close to Miranda say she has never been happier.
Okay.
So I guess that's all that matters. And look, these are all, it's all hearsay. So if they're happy, we don't know. We're not in their room, their bedroom, but that's a very close.
Well, and the guy before that she was with,
Yeah.
he had a wife when they got together.
Really?
And we're going to go way back now. I worked in country music, remember?
Yeah.
It was not a secret that she was cheating on Blake Shelton.
Well, was it an open secret?
Yes.
Like
in the
everybody
industry.
knew.
So, yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. But basically, it doesn't surprise you.
Yeah, pretty much.
This news doesn't surprise you. That's right. Still ahead, everybody, a cult classic movie turns 20 years old. We'll show you which one. And then the host of the HGTV show, Stay or Sell, are here. We're chatting with Heather and Brad Fox. We'll be right back, everybody. Stay with us on this snowy Wednesday.
Hello, Peter. What's happening? We have sort of a problem here. Yeah, you apparently didn't put one of the new cover sheets on your TPS reports.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry about that. I forgot.
Yeah. You see, we're putting the cover sheets on all TPS reports now before they go out. Did you see the memo about this?
Yeah. Yeah, I have the memo right here. I just forgot. But it's not shipping out till tomorrow, so there's no problem.
Yeah. If you could just go ahead and make sure you do that from now on, that would be great. And I'll go ahead and make sure you get another copy of that memo. Okay?
Yeah, no, I have the memo. I've got it. It's right.
That is a clip from the Comedy Office Space, which turns 20 years old this week. The movie, listen to this, I love these types of stories. It was originally a flop at the box office, making just $10 million. But since it came out on home video, became a cult classic. Yeah, it's one of those movies that have done, like Rocky Horror Picture Show was a huge flop, and then Midnight Showings turned that into a revolution or just a huge phenomenon.
And I still feel like some of the things that happen in that movie are still relatable today.
Oh yeah, even though technology and office culture has changed, which I was thinking about this watching this, it would be fun to do some sort of update with all the new things like open office spaces, the new trend of that, and all those security things that you have to watch and take quizzes about that take 45 minutes to do, I love all of those. Just kidding, I hate all of them. Our half-hour hot dish continues this morning. Emma Thompson was set to lend her voice to an upcoming animated movie called Luck, but that's not the case anymore. Listen to this. Emma pulled out of the movie over concerns about the director. Why, you ask? Well, the director is John Lasseter, and he's in charge of the project and had been the chief creative officer at Pixar, but he was forced to walk away from Pixar following reports of unwanted touching and hugging, and he did admit to missteps, leaving some employees feeling disrespected or uncomfortable. So this studio a Skydance is what it's called. Skydance hired him. It's another animation studio. They announced it. Hollywood was kind of shocked because it hasn't been that many months. It's been, I think, 9 months since he left Pixar, and then they hired him. People freaked out. So they had the company held like a town hall where employees could voice their concerns with John Lasseter standing right there. Ooh. And people still were like, we're kind of, I mean, has he learned his lesson?
Admitting missteps seems pretty minor compared to the accusation.
Well, and like you were saying, the open secret about Miranda Lambert, it was an open secret that John Lasseter allegedly was a little, so I don't know. Emma Thompson's...
Good for her to walk away if you don't believe in it.
She is the first actress to walk away from a project from that studio since he was put in that position. So she's the first. I have a feeling she will not be the last on that one. Next in the dish, the next superhero movie from Marvel comes out in just a couple weeks, and it's already getting bombed with negative reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, but not so fast. You'll see what I mean. The film is Captain Marvel with Brie Larson. Early reviews from those who have seen it have been strong so far, but listen to this. Here's the catch. The movie is facing its fair share of haters who are posting negative reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, despite not actually seeing the movie. Many do not like that Brie is the star, that it's a woman, that it's and they're trying to kind of front load the reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't like this. That's why, again, no offense to these rating websites, whether it's this one or Yelp, I sometimes don't trust sites like this because you get bitter Bettys in there that for whatever reason go on these sites and give ratings, bad ratings, not because the product or movie is bad, but because they have a bone to pick with the actor, actress, or in the case of a restaurant, they don't like the owner, perhaps. That's why I don't trust these sites.
What was the last time this happened? It happened recently, didn't it?
Last Jedi.
And then the movie did...
Yeah, Star Wars The Last...
Good?
Well, it did do well, but Last Jedi was front-loaded with people that just kept logging in and giving bad ratings to the movie to make it appear, that more specifically on Rotten Tomatoes. But yeah, I don't trust those sites. I just do. I go see it, and if I like it, boom. And there's a few movie critics I trust. Still ahead, everybody. Their pilot show was a huge hit, and now it's getting a full season. We're chatting with the host of Stay or Sell on HGTV. And then they're one of the hottest new restaurants in the Metro. We're taking you to the Copper Cow. We'll be right back, everybody. Stay with us. Welcome back, everybody. Our special winter show. That's right. We love it. Well, our next guest was soon to be home makeover royalty. Their show, Stay or Sell, had a test run on HGTV last year. That's when they were here. And are about to go get the full Chip and Joanna treatment. That we're putting it out in the universe. Give it up for our friends Heather and Brad Fox from Fox Homes. Hi, guys.
Hi.
I didn't want to say anything when you were here last time because you guys are getting ready. The test hadn't aired yet, right?
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, I think it was like right before it aired.
Okay, so explain, because I find, I think people will find it fascinating as well, because we all ingest and we take in HGTV, but I like sometimes to see how the sausage is made. Yeah. So explain it in kind of just basic terms. You do a pilot, and then what is that process like? So you have to air one episode, and then you're rated on that one episode, right?
Yeah. Right. So we did a pilot. It took about 4 months, 5 months to film. That ended actually Valentine's Day of last year, so February, and then it aired in August, and that was our shot. So, and if it does well enough, you get a second try. That's it.
So obviously the first one did well. So so I love all of this. Yeah. It aired that day. When did you find out that it did well?
Well, the next day we had good ratings, so we knew that was good. And then we had a second air date.
About 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
Yep, on like a Saturday afternoon, they did another one.
And Brad's in a band, and he was traveling with his band that weekend, and I'm like, okay, so I sat in my parents' basement and watched it. It's so like anticlimactic.
My episode. Yeah.
The interesting thing is they don't really interact with us much at that point, because you're not really a show yet. You're just a test, pilot. So we then, after the second airing, didn't hear. And then the funny story is that we were sitting at the grocery store. There was a coffee shop in the grocery store. We're just sitting there with our kids, casual clothes on. And I get an email, and I'm like, oh, hey, did you see that? And she's just like, Well, and it just said pickup. It was just pickup. Hey, congratulations, your show got picked up. We'll be in touch. That was like literally it. It was just, we're like, okay.
The subject line was pickup?
Pickup.
Yeah.
Best subject line in the world.
Yeah, right. And I'm like, oh, I guess we got a show.
It was
like,
great. And then we grocery shopped. We were sitting in the coffee shop.
Yeah, you still had to do what you're there
to do.
Right,
Exactly.
Oh, I love those. I love those types of stories.
Yeah.
Okay, so for people that haven't seen the show, explain the concept.
So we help people stay in the neighborhoods that they love. A lot of times they're outgrowing their house, they're adding family members, and they're just running out of space. So we can help them either find a house in that same neighborhood to create and renovate for them, or we renovate their own homes and add a second story, add an addition. Sometimes it's just like recreating space.
Yeah.
You know, maybe they have enough room, it's just they need extra bedrooms or something.
What do you think it is? What do you think the key to these types of shows are? Because literally, HGTV is its own ecosystem with Chip and Joanna and you guys and the Property Brothers and their 47,000 shows.
Yeah.
What do you think is the key to success for these types of shows? What do you guys think?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I think I like the shows that have a little bit of heart, right?
Yeah.
Where you have like people that you're doing these projects for and you feel a little bit more invested to the renovation.
You feel connected to them.
Yeah. And good design always is a winner, right?
Yeah.
And I think that right now it's the large scale projects too that just seem to be really killing it.
Yeah, they're pushing
on
us to do
HGTV.
bigger and bigger and bigger.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. All of our projects, we have 8 projects coming up that we're filming currently right now.
Good. I was just going to ask you this, so go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry to jump ahead.
No, please.
But they are big. It's not like a kitchen remodel and paint the exterior. It's like we're taking half the house away and rebuilding, and there's a lot of projects.
Yeah, they're fun. And we have some of the best families that we are doing these projects for, and
that helps a lot.
I think our show has heart, which I love.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you're allowed to say that. Tell me, and if not, I don't want to get you in trouble. But again, this whole thing fascinates me. So do you get to pick the families? How do you find them? Do they come to you? How does that work?
Yeah, good question. Actually, most of the families that we're working with are clients of ours. So just clients that we already had. We did do, actually just on Instagram, like our own personal Instagram, we did like a little casting call and we found a few clients from that too, but most of them were people we were already working with. So we already had a little history together.
Which don't you think that makes for good? I always say you can't fake it. I think the camera reads, and don't you think it's easier doing a show with people that you actually have a connection with?
Totally.
They already knew about our company. They liked our style. They liked our program already, so that helps a ton.
How long does it take to shoot one episode? Like when, have you guys done any more, or you just did the pilot?
We are in the middle of shooting the 8 episodes right now. So we are about halfway through, a little over halfway.
It's going to be 8 episodes shot in 7 months.
Oh.
All over the winter.
Oh, what a joy.
Yes.
So obviously winter, shot here.
Right here in town. This winter to like tomorrow we'll be shooting.
Yeah.
I am so sorry.
I mean, it's going to make for good TV. So stay tuned because it's a roller coaster ride for sure.
It is. There's a lot of weather.
Yeah,
there's a lot of weather.
A lot of weather.
But I got to tell you, I think that's going to appeal to people because a lot of these shows are either in Canada, no offense Canada, or they're on the coast or in warmer climate. I think this adds a touch of personality to your show that the others do not.
It's real.
And we are biased because it's our personality, but Right, Minnesota? I think, Because every show is either based on the coast or Canada.
Yep.
So,
And weather is just such a gigantic factor in construction because the ground freezes. There's days where we couldn't have crews out there roofing or working on siding, doing anything outside, right? When it's below zero,
That adds drama to the show. That's right. Now, Heather and Brad are sticking around, but by the way, if you have to go right now and go shovel something, here's how you can meet them this weekend. Boo, we'll tell you. Actually, we'll tell you when we come back. We can take a break. We'll be back after this. Stay with us. That is fascinating. So 8 episodes. Oh, it's so funny without an audience. 4 or 5 little claps. The weather will get better. We're back with Heather and Brad Fox from Fox Homes, and I love saying this, the new HGTV show, Stay or Sell. But you're also here because you're going to be, people will be able to meet you this weekend. How?
We are going to be at the Home and Garden Show Friday, Saturday, and Sunday speaking. And Saturday is with the Property Brothers.
Oh,
That handsome duo.
Yeah.
Never heard of them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's to be in that Isn't it weird to think about you're in that ecosystem now?
So strange.
That just made me. I got excited thinking about you guys are now in that.
We don't feel like we're there.
No.
Just
no.
Oh, you are there.
Like,
We're happy to be there, but it doesn't feel.
I got to
right
tell you,
now.
the first time, because I know me, I'm going to be sitting at home and I'm going to be watching. We watch, and my mother, who's watching now, watches. That's all she watches: Weather Channel and HGTV, and Investigation Discovery. But anyway, I'm going to be watching HGTV, and the first little HGTV promo comes on with you guys. I'm going to scream. I'm going to be like so proud. I'm like, look, it's Heather Brad.
Thank you very much.
So we're going to ask you. We're going to play. The last time you were here, we played a little game. So now we're going to play another little game with you.
right.
We're going to be calling it higher or lower. Now, you guys are experts in this, so I'm going to give you a celebrity's house. I'm going to tell you the celebrity, where the house is, and you have to tell me how much the celebrity paid for it, okay? A roundabout. Price is Right rules are in effect. You can't go over. Okay, here we go. Oprah Winfrey's mansion in Montecito, California. How much?
Oh, Oprah. I feel like Oprah's a bit thriftier, but she has like all the money in the world.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 6.8 million.
No.
6 points.
Do I guess two or?
Brad, you may guess two.
You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
guess way
say.
more?
I'm gonna say 15 million.
Okay, Brad, you win. It is 55 million.
Oh my gosh! Okay,
55
Oprah's
million.
less thrifty than I
Heather,
thought.
No,
we're gonna
yeah,
have to
thrifty.
ask you to leave. That was so bad. That was so bad.
Way off.
Yeah.
Way off.
Okay.
I thought Oprah would have had like a house
No.
that she had from like
No.
the 90s, and
No.
no, not Oprah.
Can you imagine when,
All
when
right.
the agent hears it's Oprah Winfrey buying the house? Yeah. Anyway. Okay, next one. Let's see if you can redeem yourself.
Probably not.
Jerry Seinfeld's mansion in East Hampton, New York.
Oh gosh.
And it includes, this is no joke, I'm just giving you a fun fact about it. It includes a $17,000 coffee maker.
Oh goodness. Okay, I know that real estate values in New York City are no joke.
Right.
Yeah.
If this was a Minnesota-based, we'd
would
nail
nail
it.
this
Yeah,
every time.
that's why this
okay.
is fun.
I like it.
I'm
I like
gonna
it.
say 37 million.
Okay.
I'll say. Let's go crazy.
look-
I'll
the
go.
look on your
I'm gonna read Jason here. I'm gonna say 72 million.
Okay, you're both over. I need you to go. I need you to go below 36.
Below
Ooh,
36.
okay.
27.
Okay.
29.
You win. $32 million. 32.
Whoa.
Yeah. Okay.
it.
Beyonce
time.
and Jay-Z, their mansion in Bel Air.
Oh, that's gonna be
with,
insanity.
listen to this: bulletproof windows, 4 pools,
obviously, yeah.
and a 15-car garage.
Who needs 4 pools?
Who needs a 15-car
Yeah,
garage?
Yeah. Well, 12 won't do.
Yeah. Okay. So
Oh, jeez.
think big. I'll tell you that, but not that big actually.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised at this.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's Bel Air. Jay-Z.
31 million.
Okay.
I will say. Oh gosh. 19 million.
It is $88 million.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
and you said not that bad.
Oh, no, I just mean, I was looking
Compare-
at Oprah. Okay, one more. Here we go. Shaquille O'Neal, okay, selling his home outside
Miami.
Orlando. Now, this is the
Orlando.
actual house, guys. Look at this. We have an actual picture of the house
Holy
that
moly.
didn't cost us $40,000 to use. This is 30,000 square feet, you guys. 12 bedrooms, a pool, swim-up bar, and basketball court. Of course, it's Shaq's. How much? Orlando.
That's a little. Yeah.
Swim
Orlando.
up
Right. Yeah.
bar.
Yeah, swim-up
Okay,
bar.
21 million.
I'm
No?
gonna say. I'm actually gonna say like.
But it has the ocean in the background. There
It's
has
outside
to
of. I bet. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna say 12 million.
Heather, you would win both showcases if this was The Price is Right, because it is $22 million. That's
you
right.
win. You win.
Heather and Brad, everybody, to meet them, head to the Minneapolis Home and Garden Show this weekend at the Convention Center. Head to homeandgardenshow.com for more information. And don't forget, support them, watch, tell your family, tell everybody to watch full episodes of their show on HGTV. Premieres probably later in the year, probably.
August is the
okay.
plan.
We'll let
Yeah.
you know. We'll hopefully have them back. And don't forget, you can watch full episodes of our show on YouTube. We post each day's episode a little bit later in the day, around 1:30 or 2. Just search for The Jason Show and hit that subscribe button. Still to come, we're introducing you to a restaurant that's getting a lot, and I mean a lot of buzz in the West Metro. What's the Copper Cow all about? You'll see when we come back. We'll be right back, everybody. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Burger, and there's a new place that's getting, and rightfully so, a lot of buzz in Minnetonka. Great burger buzz in Minnetonka. And it features everything from a burger with a donut bun to a burger that is deep fried. The Copper Cow Bar and Kitchen has been packing people in since it opened a few weeks ago. We actually heard everyone that drives by goes, there's a line down the road. We took a trip inside this new burger and milkshake haven. Look at this.
My name is Danielle Bjorling. I am one of the owners of the Copper Cow. So this is technically a burger and fry place, but it's not a burger and fry place. It's over the top, decadent, show-stopping, awesome, elevated, but not only beautiful, delicious as well.
Everything is scratch made. We don't buy mayonnaise. We make everything from scratch. The customer really doesn't know that hours and hours go into it. You know, every morning our cook downstairs grinds hundreds of pounds of meat. Our baker's here at 4 in the morning to make the bread.
So the inspiration for this place was to have a really awesome from-scratch restaurant that's sourced locally and to create a place that was drool-worthy, you know, the Instagram food porn. I'm trying to bridle my language. When people take a bite into our burgers, I want it to be all their hopes and dreams in one bite. Totally decadent and just make them feel like they've never had something so delicious and so over the top before in their life. One of our show-stopping burgers is our sexy donut burger. We've got 2 beautiful crispy donuts as the bun. We have a juicy beef patty topped with a fried egg where the yolk just drizzles down when you puncture it. It's sauced up with our maple mustard aioli.
Favorite thing on the menu would probably be the duck burger. A cow, a duck, a goat walk into a bar is the name of the burger. You got the goat cheese, you have the really sweet marmalade, you have the salty duck. I think it all blends together well.
We're definitely not talking about low-calorie food here. You can't live life and appreciate life without once in a while splurging and having that incredible caloric experience.
So Danielle had the idea of deep frying a burger, and the first thing that came to my mind was the actual burger itself. But no, she wanted the entire burger deep fried. Burger is breaded in a tempura batter and then fried at a higher temperature. It locks the grease out, but it gets that crunchy, light, airy texture. And then you also have the soft, fresh baked bun, and everything just kind of blends together with that crunchy texture and then the soft and juicy and cheesy inside.
So previously, this used to be a Dairy Queen. Locals were very nostalgic about that. So how do you make Dairy Queen better? We were racking our brains, and it didn't take us long to come to the conclusion that all we needed to do was add booze and more desserts to your delicious beloved ice cream.
So, do you prefer your ice cream with or without booze?
Actually, I like it with booze.
One of the fun shakes that I created is called the Rich Uncle. You got your scotch, butter rum, filthy cherry syrup. We top it with whipped cream. Then we top it with a house-made sour cream donut. We top it with more whipped cream, a fancy cherry on top, and literally a licorice pipe with some smoked salt. They're actually coming back the same day to eat again because they had such a good meal. Packed every night. We're on a wait starting at 4 o'clock. So I don't even know what time you should come to dinner because I could say lunch, but then that's really defeating the point. So you just gotta come early or just wait because there's just a lot of people that want to get in. It's worth it. And it's worth it. But it is worth it to wait.
Yes, it is. Danielle and Chris from the Copper Cow are here. Hi, guys. Nice to see you again. I have a friend that my best friend works in restaurants, and she says, and I quote her all the time because I think you guys will agree. The simplistic key to any good restaurant is having something that's craveable. Like when the customer leaves, they go, I want to go back for X, Y, and Z.
Exactly.
Other than that, what do you think? Because everybody, unless you're vegan, everybody likes a good burger place. What is it about your burgers, or what was it about a burger place that made you want to do this?
Yeah, I mean, basically, we have a really good relationship with Peterson Farms, who has some of the best grass-fed beef, natural. Yeah. It's phenomenal, right? And we've always made our stuff from scratch, buns, donuts, everything in-house. And so we loved our burgers and thought we need to bring this basically outside of Minneapolis and out to the West Metro where they don't have things like this.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I mean, look, the response, can you believe it? I mean, because look, also, they look familiar. We've done a couple stories. They have really good coffee too. Everything you've touched has kind of turned to gold or copper. Were you even shocked by the response.
Yeah.
The fact that you have a wait for burgers.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And no offense, but you can get a burger everywhere. People are waiting a long time for a burger.
Yep. Yeah, we've been just overwhelmed. 4 o'clock. We're on a wait at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Like, who goes to dinner at 4 o'clock? I don't, but
Yeah, right.
Our
people
staff
are
does,
coming out.
actually. We all wake up at 3.
Yeah.
We're your clientele. Yeah. Okay, so what are we making today?
We're gonna make our Sunrise on the Farm boozy shake. I hear you like coffee. Well, I know you like coffee.
I came to, yes.
And I know you like caramel. So,
Yes, I do.
So we're gonna we have local Honey and Mackey's ice cream.
I love that.
Coffee chocolate chunk ice cream mixed with bourbon. And I already blended this in a milkshake machine. So we're gonna pour that in there just to about 3/4 full. Then we're gonna take our fancy good whipped cream.
Yeah. Stand back.
Seriously, I'm gonna.
And we're going to just top it to the brim here.
I love the fancy whipped cream. No offense to, I'll eat any whipped cream, but I like the fancy stuff. Yeah.
Better than Ready Whip. I can
Yes.
tell you that.
I won't turn it down though. I won't turn Ready Whip down. But yeah.
Then this is our house-made beautiful sour cream donut. We make them fresh every day. We have a baker that comes in.
Seriously, I was going to ask you as you make the. Oh, of course.
Yep.
Why do I ask?
Yeah.
I knew it.
Then we're going to top it with more whipped cream.
Oh.
The more the better.
So this is, as you said, we're not going to be worrying about calories with this beverage.
No.
And then we're drizzling with caramel here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Danielle, you're killing me. And then, is it done yet?
No.
No?
It's not. We have a mini coffee vanilla cupcake.
Are you kidding me?
And we're going to put it right down the center.
How do you, now Danielle, how do you eat this? I mean,
All right,
what do
just
you
wait.
do? Okay, yeah.
This is key.
Okay.
You got to find the hole.
Okay. Danielle, why do you say stuff like that to me? Because you know I want to stay. Anyway, okay?
All right, we found the hole. There we go.
Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. May I?
Go ahead.
Yep.
Okay, here's the deal. Anybody that knows me knows what I'm about ready to say. I do not like bourbon. I am not a brown liquor kind of girl. This is fantastic. It's the only thing with bourbon that I have actually really loved.
Nice.
Yeah, I really love this.
Good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's be real. It's bourbon with ice cream and homemade ice cream.
Yeah.
And, okay, this is what we're eating for lunch today. Anyway, again, where are you located again? Tell everybody.
We're at the corner of Excelsior Boulevard and Eden Prairie Road in Minnetonka.
Get there early. Get there at open. Just be prepared to wait. It is worth it. For more information, go to coppercowkitchen.com. And don't forget, like all of these food segments, we're going to be posting this whole thing on our Facebook page a little bit later. And always, again, search for us on YouTube, search for The Jason Show, and hit subscribe. We're going to be right back to wrap up the show. And I may share this with Shane when we come back. Back after this. Oh, my goodness. Welcome back, everybody. Wrapping up the show. Ye old couch, Shane's back. Do you mind repeating what you just said? Because it perfectly sums up today's show.
When I saw who our guests were, these two cool couples doing really awesome things, I was like, this is going to be great.
Yeah.
And they're going to like each other.
Yeah, cool people doing really cool things.
Yeah.
I'm not being goofy or corny or cornball or anything. I love, because you and I think we're doing what we want to do and kind of, what we've always wanted to do. And I always love to see that in other people. I love to see someone that has an idea and they go forward and the idea is a success. And both the couples today, I mean, hello, look at, that's a success right there. Like,
that alone.
Look at that thing.
We all deserve one of these after today.
Yeah, I know.
Well.
We really do. Well, we're opening the Jason Show mailbag to read some of your notes. We're going to start doing this from time to time at the end of the show because we really do read everything that you send us. Notes, comments, critiques. I love those. We got a funny comment on my personal Instagram account yesterday. Look at this. I shared a picture of an interview that we were shooting after the show with Thrifty Traveler. It's going to air on a future episode. And one person commented, this was the comment, that she saw a guy on Tinder and the only photo he used in his Tinder profile was from our show.
Yes.
So he was a guest. He was a guest on our show and used that as his Tinder profile picture.
It's probably working.
Yeah, you were in the picture. I was in the picture.
Oh, hey.
So he's getting dates off our little show.
Well, we had that couple that met because of you and a picture. So see?
We are finding love on the Jason Show. I am
do.
telling you, that's what. Who
Inadvertently.
Knew that, inadvertently, accidentally.
Yeah.
Again, we understand all of you that had to cancel today and probably watching from home. Please be safe. When the weather gets good, please come back and see us. Tickets are available on our Facebook page. Tomorrow, the cooking mom is back. She's making one of her most requested cold weather dishes, and another big announcement from our buddy Chris Hockey involving his huge summer concert. Don't miss it. But right now, if you're a kid watching that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Have a good day, everybody. Be safe. We're going to finish this milkshake.